What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. First and foremost, a moment of silence for the incomparable, for the legend, Anna motherfucking Devane. Let me tell you something. I loved every piece of that scene with Anna and the WSB agent today. I loved every second of it. It was Anna at her finest. Because I'm not even surprised that the WSB wanted to throw her under the bus. I'm not surprised. All to protect their own asses. That's what they've been doing for years. The WSB has not been shit for years. I'm not shocked that they wanted her to take a fall, just to protect them. You know, it was messed up. And then on top of that, he had the nerve to try to threaten her with people that she care about. In my opinion, it was good that Martin was there, but at the same time, she didn't really need Martin there. She didn't. Anna handled them bitches perfectly, all on her own. I love it. Because at the end of the day, it's like she no longer needs to protect the WSB because she knows exactly what Victor tried to do or what he did do. By him releasing that information publicly, it guaranteed that she could never be an agent again. No matter even if she got out from under the charges. She's never going to work for another agency. Not the feds, the WSB, CIA. She can never be an agent with none of them. Ever. Like, her career in the field is pretty much done as far as that's concerned. But I love how smart Anna is. Because at the end of the day, that WSB agent was dumb. Like, you really think a person like Anna Devane, who's worked for the WSB for 30 plus years, didn't have dirt on them? Like, you really thought that? That she didn't have off the books dirt from operations that she did that weren't on the books? Like, you really thought that? Come on now. It's Anna. And I love how she covered her ass on that. And she basically made it clear. You come after people I care about, I'll release that shit. I'll release it. I'll take the whole damn agency down. And I was here for it. I said, you know what, Anna? Do it. Take all them bitches out. Take them out. Because the WSB ain't got no loyalty to her. They never have. They have not had loyalty for Anna in a long time. I say take every last bit of them bitches out. Take them out. To hell with it. You know what I mean? Mine's well. Why not? And I love that she threatened him with that. And he knew what time it was. That's why he ain't had no choice but to drop them charges against her. And that's the problem with when you dealing with like law enforcement and government agencies and stuff like that. They do stuff like this in real life. Like, they will throw your ass to the wolves if it means protecting them, because that's the one thing the police department and government agencies and politicians, that's the one thing they can't stand, and that's a bad headline. They can't stand it. They don't like it. They don't like no negativity in the media about them. You know what I mean? So they try to shine shit up and make it look like gold. It happens more often than not. Trust. It happens. If you read the news or you take a look at it, trust me, it happens. If you know some politicians and stuff, some retired politicians, they could tell you some stories. But I love how Anna handled them. But you know what? This is a new chapter for her. It's a new day. That doesn't mean her career is over. Honestly, I don't see why Anna just can't join forces with Sam and Felicia and just merge, do a PI firm together. Merge their talents together. You know what I mean? Work together. I think it'd be pretty badass. Sam, Felicia, and Anna working together, I think that'd be tough. I think that'd be pretty hot, honestly. I would love to see what all three of them could do. I also love when Valentin went to go see Laura. I love how he wasn't really all that worried about Anna because he know Anna could fight her own battles. He know that. Like, he knows she can handle herself. It's kind of crazy though that Laura and Valentin want to just hop on a jet and jet off. Like, y'all just came back from Greenland and y'all ready to jet off again to go find Nicholas or whatever. I get where Laura coming from. She's a parent, and at the end of the day, even though her son is grown and made mistakes or whatever and did dumb shit, that's still her son at the end of the day, and she will go to Timbuktu to find him. You know, she didn't give a damn about the warnings that Valentin gave her. You know, even though the country she's going to is, even if she gets in and finds Nicholas, it's going to be difficult to get him back to Port Charles. She didn't care. She didn't care because for her kids, there's, you know, no place she wouldn't go. She'll go to the ends of the earth for them. And I can't say I fault her for that. My only thing is, so since Valentin and Laura are about to jet off again, who's watching little Charlotte? Because both of her guardians are pretty much going. Usually if Valentin takes off, you know, she's with Laura all the time. Then if Laura takes off, she's with Valentin. So who's watching her? Kevin? I know Kevin is tired. I know he got to be tired. Because I know he loves him some Laura, and he loves that fight in her, and he loves that she likes to save people and save the world. But at some point, y'all got to save y'all marriage. Like, not saying that their marriage is in trouble or anything, but at some point, it's like they need to do a John and Marlena on Days of Our Lives and get some strawberries and whipped cream and just, you know, do the do. You know what I mean? Just have some peace. Because it just feels like every 5 minutes, Laura's jetting off somewhere or dealing with some damn drama, some crisis. It's like, damn, can y'all get 5 minutes of peace in y'all household? Like, I'm just saying, like, that shit'll wear me out. Especially when you marry, like, that would just, it'll run you ragged. Laura gotta find some sexy time for her husband. Like, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure her bags ain't even unpacked from Greenland yet. Here she goes. She might as well just grab the bag and just go. Cause I'm sure she ain't even have a chance to unpack. She ain't been back that long. But I actually like where her and Valentin's relationship is now. I really do like it. You know, it's in a pretty nice place compared to where it was. Because not too long ago, she was ready to put a bullet in his ass. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn. Woosah. I don't understand the logic behind Jocelyn these days. I don't get it. I really don't. And I mean, I'll be on social media just reading some people tweets and stuff, and I'll be like, how are y'all rooting for her and Dex? I mean, everybody like their couples and whatnot, and that's cool if you like them or whatever. That's fine. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is their likable? I mean, they're gorgeous together, don't get me wrong. But beyond looks and stuff like that, what do they bring to each other and to the canvas? Like, I just want to know. I ain't saying nothing about the actors and nothing like that. I'm just saying character-wise. It's like, as a couple, what do you bring to the table? Because all they ever do is talk about Sonny. That's all they talk about. Like, here you are at the pool. And mind you, I'm happy as shit the pool is back open. Because I could see everybody been working on their summer bodies. I see it. Like, the abs are just abbing. Which is good. You know, I like it. But it's like, the pool is fucking open. Y'all are in bikinis and swimsuits having a good old time. And this is what y'all choose to talk about? Sonny and Carly and the SEC? That's what y'all want to talk about? Like, no sexy time, no getting in the pool, hugging and touching, and just let's dive into the Sonny talk. I'm like, okay. Because that's all they got. Jocelyn's logic about using that video against Sonny, I'm like, that is so dumb. Like, she need to stand down. So since Carly won't bend to her will and do what she asking her to do, you're going to take it upon yourself to just make decisions for Carly yourself? Okay, that's going to backfire on you, but okay. It's very dumb of her, but I guess. Does she not understand the ramifications of her actions? And you know what I find funny as well? Is that Michael and Jocelyn are still very much mad at Nina for separating Sonny from his family in Nixon Falls. But by them actively trying to put Sonny in prison, aren't they basically doing the same thing Nina did? Separating Sonny from the family? Because that's pretty much what they're trying to do. I'm just saying. Tomato. I'm just saying. It's kind of the same thing, but okay. But yeah, it's just very dumb. It's like, so does she not realize that if she uses that video, Dex can go to prison too because he's Sonny's associate and he's clearly on that video? Britt can go to prison. The people from Pikeman can go to prison. Does she not understand the ramifications of all those things? I mean, you're talking about handing that video over to the feds without a plea deal for Dex. Like, are you not thinking about that? If you don't have a plea deal in writing or something, then they're going to lock Dex up. And if Pikeman goes to prison and they find out that you put that video out there, that you gave it to the feds, that's your ass. Like, you're putting yourself in danger. You're putting your sister in danger. You're putting your mother in danger. You're putting your brother in danger. You're putting Willow in danger. You're putting everybody in danger. Like, that's pretty much what you're doing. Like, does she not think about these things? Like, I'm just saying. So anyway, I found it very annoying that Spencer pretty much was forced to play nice with Dex. I mean, it was kind of funny that Dex was trying to teach him how to block and all that type of stuff. But I'm like, shouldn't Spencer already know how to do these things? Because for one, he's the same one that knocked Dex on his ass before. Two, Sonny kind of taught him about boxing and stuff like that when he was younger. So I'm like, shouldn't he already know about blocking and all that? Like, what do you need instructions for from Dex? I'm just saying. But yeah, I feel like if Trina knew the whole story about Kim and Jocelyn's breakup, I think she would change her tune. Like, her trying to force Spencer to behave and be nice to him. It's like, if you only knew the truth, Trina, but your best friend doesn't have the gall to tell you the truth, because she already know you gonna more than likely call her ass out. More than likely. But my thing is, even if Jocelyn and Kim were having issues or they grew apart towards the end of their relationship, it still didn't get that girl any cause to treat him like that. You know, she gaslit the shit out of him, kept lying to him, cheating on him. It didn't give her, cause to do that. So I feel like, Trina needs to know the whole story before she says anything. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Trina and Spencer have a lot going on in their life between the will reading and her finding out that Curtis is her father. They still managed to find time to get their ass in a pool and have sexy time, touching all on each other, looking in each other's eyes. Like, they were doing that, they still found time for them, to enjoy each other, enjoy the pool, the atmosphere. Jocelyn and Dex just want to talk about Sunny all day. It's like, okay, this is why I root for Spencer and Trina, because I love them together. And I love the fact that Trina is ride or die. Like, she's very adventurous. Like, she's not afraid of shit. Like, she was ready to go to the bank and find out what was in that safety deposit box. Spencer was like, nah, I don't think I want to know. She said, no, let's go. I love it. She was like, no, let's go. We're going. I love the way they was touching on each other in that pool. I said, okay. I just love it because they have this, like, spark with them, and they haven't even had sex yet. That's the crazy part. And that's what makes me love them even more, because they got all this romance with them and they haven't even physically done anything yet other than kissing and touching on each other. That's all they've done. They haven't done the do yet. You know what I mean? So I love it. I can't wait for them to do it though. Like, they need to come on there. But I love that they're not rushing it. Like, they're not, going crazy for sex. Like, I enjoy that. I love that. That's a mature thing. You know what I mean? So anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad Molly and TJ talked, and I'm glad that he got a chance to, bring his mother up to speed and stuff on what's going on. But I'm glad him and Molly talked, because Molly needed to realize that, you got this huge support system. And I'm glad that she's finally coming around to realize that you got TJ, you got your mother, you got your sisters, you got a whole village around you to support you, and that your chances of having a baby are not over. There's plenty of ways to have one. So I'm glad that they got that cleared up and fixed what was going on with them. Honestly, that whole conversation between Stella and Curtis, I feel like Stella, she doesn't need forgiving because she didn't do anything wrong. For one, she didn't have total proof that Curtis was the father. Two, it wasn't her secret to tell. And I also find it funny that mug she was drinking out of, when he gave her some tea, it matched his shirt. That was weird. I'm like, how does the cup match your shirt, Curtis? But I feel like Curtis is the biggest liar. He claims he don't like liars, but yet he gaslighting the shit out of Jordan at this moment. He's gaslighting the shit out of his wife. He claimed, oh, I moved back into the house because I needed to save my marriage. Bullshit. You ain't moved back into the house for that. Because if it wasn't for Jordan stopping him, he would have had sex with her. Jordan was the one who stopped it. So if it wasn't for that, he would have went all the way with her. So he could sit there and tell them lies all he want to, but that ain't the reason your ass moved back home. You damn sure was gonna get the cookie if Jordan allowed you to. Don't try that nonsense. That's what I'm saying. He's a liar and a gaslighter. Everything he can't stand about other people is pretty much what he is. Like, he's not telling people about the business thing between him and Miss Wu. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're mad at other people for lying to you, but you're lying. Like, you didn't tell Portia about your kiss with Jordan and about your conversation with her. You didn't tell her about none of that. She still don't know about these things. But yet you're mad at her though. Like, come on now. Pot, meat, kettle. Um and I'm glad Stella told him. She was like, listen, you need to go talk to Jordan. Because Jordan didn't even know that he had moved back in until Portia said something to her. And I hate that Jordan found out that way. But I'm glad she did in a way. I hate it, but I'm happy that it happened. Because I hope by Portia revealing that Curtis moved back in, that it's that push that she needs to close that chapter. You know, finally close the door on that dumbass relationship between her and Curtis. I want Jordan to move on. Like, this woman is gorgeous. She has a great career. You know, a grown ass child, so you ain't gotta worry about no little babies and all that mess. You know, you ain't gotta worry about no baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's gorgeous. She's in her prime. You know what I'm saying? She deserves love, you know, by somebody who's gonna really love her at the end of the day. You know, I'm just ready for her to close the chapter in that relationship with Curtis and for her to fully move on. That's what I'm ready for her to do. You know, it's time. It's time for her to move forward. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.